Well, tonight we've been working all day. It's a Sunday. Been on the job site all day, and I had a craving for a chicken and cheese quesadilla, and I wanted it right simple. So we're using a canned chicken, cheese in the bag, some American cheese. We're going to do it real simple and real quick, and we're going to do it on a griddle outdoors, and we're going to enjoy it. Nice simple menu tonight. Y'all pull up a chair, set a spell. Let's cook us a chicken quesadilla. Well, we're going to start out this old easy, simple quesadilla recipe with a little bit of something that everybody's going to frown on. We're going to use a little bit of canned chicken breast. I know I should probably be killing the chicken, plucking feathers, skinning, cutting it up, doing the right thing. But, you know, I just want a quick, nice, decent quesadilla. The whole idea of this is to be simple and quick. This ain't a 2-star, 3-star, 4-star meal. This is a no-star meal. I've been out on tractor all day on the job site, even though it is Sunday. Doing that, and well, I got a little bit of hungry. So, like I said, it's just going to be a nice, simple, easy quesadilla. You know, you can do this. You can do this at home one evening. I'll be honest with you, I did it, I think it was last night. It was after dark. It was out here, so I do it on the griddle. Something quick and painless. We're going to do a little bit of chicken here. Chicken and cheese. We're going to keep it real simple. And we're going to put a bit of onion in there once that chicken gets warmed up a little bit. We don't want to put it in there too quick because it'll get a little too done. Now, I've got my griddle here on the low setting. And most folks, I think, when they mess up with a griddle, because we've all been to the hibachi restaurant, Japanese restaurant, whatever you want to call it, and we see them having onion volcanoes and all that good stuff and fire coming up. And, well, when we get a griddle, we think we got to turn that sucker up full send and put the fire to her. Well, that's actually where we're messing up. Very seldom do I use a high heat on a griddle. For instance, this evening, I'm actually got everything on low. This burner and this burner is on low, and the griddle got heated up, and these two I've actually got off. So I'll be able to move stuff over there if I want it to. But like I said, very seldom, do I use a high heat. I think we just get a little too rambunctious from watching the show. Them griddles they're using are stainless steel. They cook a little bit different anyway. So I got me some onion right here. This is old white onion. No reds, no fancy onion, just plain old white onion. I don't want that onion cooked too terrible much either. So we're just going to put it on there just a little bit. Now I know you'll know my griddle is not spick and span like a lot of those folks you see on the YouTubes and the Book of Faces and all that. My griddle gets used. I tend to use my griddle, I'd say safely, probably 4 or 5 days a week, even when going on a job site like we are. I like to cook outside. I find it relaxing, comforting, even when it gets hot as hell down here in the south. All I'm going to do for seasoning on this is I'm going to use a little bit of fajita seasoning from the old Fiesta brand. I think it's Bowlers, or whatever. I've used a lot of their seasoning for quite a few years. And I got a little bit of salt and pepper I might add in there too. We'll just see. Them onions you see, we're on low heat. You see how them onions are cooking already. They get some color to them. Like I said, this is something quick you can do at home in the evening. Cook for your youngins, cook for yourself. Everything don't always have to be fancy. Sometimes you just want something simple and quick, and I'm not big on buying and going out a lot. Honestly, I went out for dinner. I think it was last weekend. That was the first time I'd been out for dinner in 8 months. I know it's the second time in 2.5 years. I went out with friends of mine who used to live beside me. They wanted to take me out for my birthday, so we went up to the Mexican house and had some good groceries. I tell you, they had something that I hadn't had before. I like a guacamole, but they actually had a pico. I've never been big on pico. I'm starting to like it more. I'm getting where I like cilantro more. That's always been my thing. I just ain't been big on cilantro, but it was amazing how it changed. But they had this pico with avocado in it, and that was right sporty. All right, that's warmed up enough right there. You know, that chicken's already cooked, so like I said, nice and quick. So I'm gonna move it over here to the side. Now, if you like me, you just take that, throw that out yonder. The German Shepherd will pick it up, and I know he don't need a lot of onions, but he kind of knows what's good and what's not. So we got our onions and our chicken done up. Got a little seasoning on there. What I'm going to use is just old simple tortillas I get. These are refrigerated. They're not cooked. You get them in the store. Well, I actually get them delivered because I ain't been in a grocery store in 2 years probably. I don't like the crowds, and that's why I didn't get no avocados for this tonight. I didn't feel like going in a store. Guess I'm getting lazy. Well, it's a little bit of Earl on there like that. And I'm just going to lay that on there. And my goal is I want a whole lot of chicken. This is a whole can. Need some extra right here. Mr. Frost, if he decides he wants some, we'll let it cool down. But I said I'm going to take that right there. Throw that on there like that. I'm not worried about it being all fancy. Simple. Now I want me a good bit of cheese. So I got me some American cheese. I know some people gonna frown on that, but you put what you want to on there. I like me a good bit of American cheese. I wish I had some white American cheese. To me, it tastes different. Got me some pepper jack. See, we got plenty of cheese right here. I got that on there. And then I'm going to grab me some mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to ask, well, you probably need to cook that a lot harder if you want that tortilla toasted. Well, see, I want to leave this on here for a spell to melt that cheese. Plus, I'm using an uncooked tortilla. So by doing that, I'm going to cook on a lower heat. And now to get my cheese melted up nice. And one other thing I like to use, and I found about this on the old Book of Faces or the Instagram or whatever it was, is 505 Southwestern green chilies. I try to keep me a few bottles of them purchased, and they're good. And you might want to eat these if you got an oversensitive belly and you ain't got time in the morning to get with yourself. Because, well, let's just say they can warm me up a grunt. We're going to put some of that on there. We're going to save this little salsa and sour cream for after we're done. So we got that on there. We're going to throw this tortilla right on top of it. See how we done that? That tortilla has not been cooked at all yet. It'll cook once we flip her over. So we're going to let that just love on itself for a spell. We're going to close the lid. We'll let her sit a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll get her flipped over. In the meantime, I'm going to go over here and see what Mr. Frost is up to. We'll be back in a minute. Well, let's see what we got here. You want to be careful. Slide the spatula underneath there. Well, this ain't hot yet on top. So I'm going to take it like that, and I'm going to flip it. See, we got it a little bit everywhere. It ain't that big a deal. We're going to push that to the side. All right. We're going to let her go a little while longer. We ain't going to be in no big hurry. See, you're going to make this whole meal in 30 minutes. So just take your time. Don't get in a rush. It just all be fine. Well, let's take a look at her. It's probably been about 2 minutes. Time to make a little, time enough to make a little lemonade. Flip her again. Yeah, see? We're getting a little bit of that cheese, a little char on her. Not too bad. Tell you, I need to remember here for long to go get me some gas. I might be out of gas for long. Let me clean a little bit of this off. We'll push that to the side. Yeah, like we said, we're going to make a bit of a mess, but it'll be alright. I'm going to shoot me just a grunt more oil on there. Yeah, and I'm going to take this. I want a little more color on that side. We'll set her down again. Look at that. All that cheese getting nice and melted. Yeah. We're getting it everywhere else, but we'll scrape it off. It'll be alright. Let's let her sit a couple more minutes. Well, we gave her another minute or so. Let's check on her. We got a good sizzle going on that cheese right there. That chicken we already know is warm. We warmed it up first. Once that cheese is melted, we know we're in a pretty good state. Let's just take and flip her over one more time before we get a nice little bit of cheese on there. We'll get a nice bit of nice brown cheese. Well, that looks pretty old good. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to grab a plate. We're going to throw that up on the plate. We're going to get ready to eat. Look at that. While our griddle's hot, we're going to go and pull this off to the side right here. We'll clean her up a little bit. When we're done, we'll turn that off and we'll get ready to set a spell and eat some of these groceries. Boy, it's nice and quick and simple. That's going to be good eating right there. Well, folks, as you can see, we got that quesadilla on there. She turned out pretty good. Could have used a little bit more color, but I'm a bit on the hungry side. Well, I don't feel like being real patient. Now, our ingredients in there was real simple, as you seen. We just got canned chicken. I know I should have killed the chicken, plucked it, and cooked it, but I was feeling lazy tonight. Canned chicken breast, a little bit of onion, some seasonings. We got American cheese, some pepper jack cheese, and some mozzarella cheese. Experiment a little bit, enjoy it. The only other things we need to add would be one, if I had some avocados, but like I said earlier, I was too lazy to go to a store. I'm going to put me a bit of some sour cream on here. We're going to keep it real simple. And yeah, I'm using my fork I'm going to eat with. Because you know what? This is my sour cream. And I reckon it's alright if I use my fork. I hadn't even put it in my mouth yet. So, if by chance somebody did stop by, I guess we'd be safe on them using my sour cream. But I reckon that'll be alright. The food police get upset, well, I reckon they just tell me about it. So, we're going to add a little bit of some salsa. This is not the salsa I wanted, but it was handy. We're going to dump some of that on there. We're going to try before it goes all everywhere. Now remember, we do have the Southwest 505 chilies in there. That's a real good product. I try to keep some of that on stock. Had a hard time getting it the first time, so I try to keep some of it. So that's going to give us a little bit of heat. It's pretty good. And we're going to add a little bit of Cholula hot sauce on here, and this is the garlic lime, I mean. I like that little bit of lime it's got in it. It's pretty good. So, still fairly early in the evening, so this decides to not agree with us fully. We'll be all right. So let's see how we did right here. If we can get her cut. She got so much cheese in her, it's like wallpaper paste. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Throw that microphone up beside me. Y'all heard me smacking a good bit. Well, that's pretty sporty. It's nice and quick. You got Mr. Frost laying in the background right there on the floor. He's going to be giving me the old eyeball, won't get some. So, folks, we got to eat every day. We run a rat race. But every once in a while, just take time, make you a little something, try to enjoy it. If you mess it up, just make it again. It just isn't that big a deal. Get you a good little drink. Got me a little bit of lemonade right there. Of course, I'd be lying if I said it was unleaded. Um, but it's kind of lemonade I like. So, folks, just slow down there once in a while when you can. Make you some groceries and try to enjoy them. Well, I reckon I'm going to eat this and we'll see y'all next time.